We're about to see a massive flip in the cryptocurrency market. Well, there is more regulation coming, but it's all pro crypto right now. I'm going to break down a few key points, particularly coming out of the Senate in the US. Also, some massive news from the Indonesian government, as well as our homegrown government making a stance on cryptocurrency. We could see a massive flip coming very soon. So watch this video all the way to the end because you definitely need to see this. But before that, make sure you subscribe to the channel, smash a like on this video, and let's take a quick look at exactly what is going on in the market. So here we have a very interesting chart right now. This is market cap versus 24-hour volume. So market cap is the blue line all the way on the top and the volume being at the bottom line. Now, what we are seeing, however, is some interesting movement. So we're seeing a pretty stagnant road in terms of volume. What does that tell us? It tells us that people are trading within commodity groups in the cryptocurrency market, but equally our market cap is moving up. So this is the basically year-to-date position. So right back here, the early part of the year, we were sitting around a $793 million market cap, and that has, billion dollar market cap, and that has significantly grown to where we currently sit now, about 1.2 trillion, while at the same time our volume has come down. So we know that people are not selling. We obviously have seen about miners holding on, and remember, we've got the halving coming up in the not too distant future where we're going to see those rewards halving. So people are holding onto their Bitcoin, expecting a price up. Now, with that being said, what is the exciting and I guess more prominent news that we have? Well, a new Senate bill would limit SEC regulatory role in the favor of the CFTC. Now, why is this important? So we know that ultimately XRP partially won their case against the SEC, and it does feel right now there is a slip. There is a slackening of the tightening from the SEC. Gary Gensler obviously back in front of the Senate again once again today. But what does this say? Well, it says a bipartisan bill introduced in the US Senate last week bring crypto assets within a regulatory perimeter by granting oversight responsibility to the Commodities and Futures Trading Commission for most forms of cryptocurrency. Sponsored by Senate Cynthia Loomis and Christine Gillibrand, builds on a draft legislation that the pair introduced in the last session of Congress, but now comes to wake of the collapse of the cryptocurrency exchange FTX and amid significant enforcement push by the Securities and Exchange Commission, which is in the absence of clear direction from Congress. So what is interesting with this is directly pulled from the CFTC's website and their direction. This is about their monitoring of virtual currencies. And I want to read a couple of little excerpts to you because for me, this is increasingly positive when we talk about it. So the CFTC's oversight of virtual currencies says the Commission and federal courts have found that virtual currencies are commodities under the CEA. While its regulatory oversight authority over commodity cash markets is limited, the CFTC maintains general anti-fraud and manipulation enforcement authority over virtual currency cash markets as a commodity in interstate commerce. The Commission has not formally defined virtual currency via regulation. The Commission, however, adopted a broad definition of the term virtual currency for purpose of March 2020. The context of interpretation, see, they're digital assets encompassing of any digital representation of value, may be manifested through units, tokens, or coins, and ultimately is distributed by way of digital smart contracts. Cryptocurrency as you and I know it. Now, what is interesting though is the Commission wants to embrace innovation. And let me read this. This is pretty exciting if you ask me. The Commission recently released its strategic plan for 2020 to 2024. Among the 5 strategic goals, the Commission focused on encouraging innovation and enhancing the regulatory experience for market participants at home and abroad. The strategic plan comments the Commission to addressing both the risk and opportunities arising from 21st century commodities. The Commission will develop a holistic framework to promote responsible innovation in digital assets. A huge difference to what we've got with the SEC right now. So as you can see, in my opinion, the US markets are shifting to more innovative approach, more holistic approach in the fact that they want to embrace change. They already know that this is going overseas. And we know that because we have the Indonesian government fundamentally launching a cryptocurrency exchange, which is federally controlled. This is also pretty big news as we know that these are growing markets in which people are looking to adopt cryptocurrency. This is a massive step once again for cryptocurrency, XRP, and Bitcoin, as well as other cryptocurrencies. And finally, the UK firmly rejecting the proposal to treat crypto like gambling. Again, having its own asset being embraced. And I know from, obviously living here in the UK, that there is a desire to become a hub of cryptocurrency. So this, for me, all is tying in very nicely. And I think finally the US have woken up to the fact that it is going to go elsewhere if they don't. So if cryptocurrency becomes under the umbrella of the CFTC, which definitely feels like the way it's going, we are going to see some pretty nice market moves. Now, currently Bitcoin holding about 30,033. We have seen this buy zone just below that, about 29.7. We've seen it drop down there. Market makers pushing it down to grab that LP. And you can see any opportunity where the market spikes, either in selling or buying, we're seeing some pretty big movements. You can see here, big push up and then a sell on the back of it. These are on the daily charts. So we talked about this on my live streams. This week was always going to be incredibly volatile. What the weekend brings us, we could be setting ourselves up for a very interesting weekend coming out, potentially into a big move if we get these Bitcoin ETFs. Remember, these are being pushed as well as potentially using the CFTC to really support this. Could be huge for cryptocurrency. We could be about to see a massive blow up, but let me know in the comments, what do you think? The new Senate bill being passed, the CFTC holding on to it, as well as these other countries adopting cryptocurrency quicker than ever. That's going to do it for this video. I wanted to bring you this market update. It's very interesting news. And if you want more than that, be sure to subscribe to the channel. We live stream every single day at 4 p.m. Eastern as well. So be sure to tune in and check us out over there. As ever, thank you so much for watching the video. We appreciate all of your support and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.